Okay, so here we have Louise with us today. Louise is in week 7 of our Couch to 5K program. You're running with us and in our Couch to 5K squad.
I am.
How's it all going at the moment?
Amazing.
Yeah?
I never ever thought I would be able to run like this. I'm,
Okay.
51 and
Yeah.
I'm not a sporty person, but I wanted to try something different.
Okay.
And I saw your advert on the inside of a locker at the gym and it
Oh,
said,
really?
running doesn't have to be painful. I thought, well, okay, that sounds like a challenge. So
Yeah.
I went along and doing really well.
Excellent. Were you doing much running before finding
Just
us?
a little bit on the treadmill just to warm up before I did my normal workout at the gym.
Yep.
But no, literally never run. I have friends of mine who are absolute horror that I'm running anywhere.
Yeah. Excellent. And so you found us. You've already answered two of the first questions I wanted to get
I've
from you,
ruined
which
it,
is
sorry.
fine. Which is fine. But I mean, did you have any kind of concerns about coming to try running with a club?
Yeah, you're the kind of people I see running down the street and go, one day I would maybe like to be like you, and I've never ever thought I would be able to do it. And it's quite incredible. The club itself is fantastic. Everybody is so friendly. Even the really fast runners are just as friendly to us Couch to 5K and newbies, the beginners. So supportive. They'll always have a chat to you about if you're having a problem. Met some great ladies who I love running with, and we get each other through each session. And if we start finding it hard, we talk about holidays.
Yeah.
We find that takes our mind off it.
Excellent.
So yeah, I can't believe I'm part of a club, and I'm really thrilled to be actually.
Yeah, brilliant. What's the start of the program like for you? Those first couple of weeks when you didn't really know anyone and you probably weren't sure. Yeah.
Super simple. I was really thrilled. I came back from the first one. I thought that was a bit easy. And, it does get harder, but yeah, super simple. Absolutely nothing to worry about those first few weeks. You break us in so very gently. And actually, it's lovely having the more experienced runners run with us because they talk to you while you're doing it and say, this time a year ago I couldn't do this either, and now I run 10K regularly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, excellent. I mean, I've talked to them about the potential of splitting it up at one stage into a slower half and a faster half, meeting at different venues because numbers got pretty big.
No.
But the faster guy, both of them, they were all like, "No, what are you talking about? I've got friends in those groups. Don't split us up."
But also, we need something to aim for. When they shoot off in front, you go, "I will be like that one day."
Yeah.
So I need that person in front of me.
Absolutely. Oh, fantastic. And you've been quite active in the Facebook group. How's that sort of helped you?
It's great. There's a couple of us who chat and we upload our photographs of our run keeper and what we're doing, and that is really interesting. I always used to laugh at people on Facebook who uploaded their runs. Now I get it. You can see the speed and how far they've gone, and it's a massive personal goal. And if one of us is away, we can say to the other one, we did this, and then they try and catch up. So it's very community spirit, which I like. I'm a massive Facebook user as well, so it is playing to my strengths. Yes.
Yeah. And did you manage to have a look at the injury prevention course that we posted in there?
I have looked at some bits and pieces. In fact, somebody told me the other day I have freakishly widespread toes, and I think that's because I watched the one about feet.
Yes.
Because I'm now constantly spreading my feet. Yes, I've watched a few of them. There are lots, and I'm desperate to get through them all.
Oh, it takes time. Yeah.
But
it's nice to know you've got them forever, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And when if I have had a problem, I've gone to see Katie, the physio.
Yep.
And she's put me right twice now. And again, things I thought, that's it, I can't run anymore. No, not at all. Louise, tweak, bash, you're back again.
Yeah.
That's great.
Fantastic. And how's the progress of the program been? I mean, have you worried about your ability to continue on towards 5K?
Every week.
Oh, really?
Every week. Every week I'm running going, I can't do any more. How am I ever going to do more? And even tonight when we're going to do what I call Hell Hill, our interval training.
Yep.
It's hard, but it does make that run on Thursday easier.
Yeah.
And I love the run on Thursday, and you just somehow get into this natural rhythm and you just keep going, and it's glorious. And it's a feeling that I think if you get to my age and you've never experienced that, it's really quite, wow, I enjoy this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Who would have thought, huh?
Yeah, who would have thought?
Why did you get into running in the first place?
I wanted to improve my fitness. I've been going to the gym for a year solidly, and I get a little bit bored. It's the same room, same people, same loud music. And as I say, I've watched people run past on the street before, and I've always looked at them in absolute sort of admiration and thought, wow, how do you do that? You can't surely just put a pair of trainers on. I'm sure there must be more to it, and there is more to it. And I think if I had just put a pair of trainers on, I would have stopped immediately.
Yeah.
It's because of the coaching and you giving us tips every time we start off, and I'm thinking about my posture and my hips and my toes and my shoulders and my feet, and they're all pushing us towards running in correct manner, which I think is so important.
And it can also help with outside of running as well, can't it? Focusing on those sorts of things. We're all fighting gravity to some extent, aren't we? And the longer we are on this planet, the harder it is to do that.
Absolutely.
So,
and then what I particularly enjoy as well is the yoga class on a Monday, because that strengthens specifically the muscles that we're going to use in running. And last night we were doing our goddess pose, and that should have been absolute agony, and actually it wasn't too bad. And I think that's because the running and the yoga all complement each other. So really good.
Excellent. So how do you feel like your prospects of running 5k? We're in week 7, so just under 3 weeks left.
I've been doing the maths, and I still don't know how it's going to happen. I am convinced. And people try to convince me that I will be fine. That if you can run, basically this week we're going to be running 3 sections of 10 minutes, which is pretty much the race. And with only 60 seconds walking between all of those, all I've got to do is drop 3 minutes of walking, and I'll be there.
Exactly.
So the maths works. In reality, of course it will. It'll be fine. But I've still got a long way to go.
Yeah, cool. So what's next then? I mean, if you were to hit that 5k injury-free, and actually I expect you'll find it a lot easier than you think. Any thoughts on what you'd want to do next?
Well, that's the obvious answer, and I'm not even going to say it. There's no way on this earth I can run 10k.
Oh, really?
But maybe I can just run 5k more consistently and without dying quite so much every time. I don't know. This is my one goal. I set this. I'm doing the Race for Life in a few weeks' time. I've raised lots of money for it. I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent.
And let's see how we go from there.
It's very common. People, I ask them what's next, and it's not actually. They haven't actually run 5k yet, and they're looking at 10k, thinking like that's like looking at a marathon. But if I was to say, do you think you could run 5k? Back in week 1, you'd look at that the same way, wouldn't you?
And it is an absolute journey, and we just add on a couple of minutes every time, but those couple of minutes it's crucial in that progression. It makes it manageable and bite-sized, and actually we've been coping fine. In the first week we were running 1 minute, 2 minutes, and now we're 8-10 minutes. It's fine, fine, but we need that training to get there. Yeah.
What do you think has been the biggest learning for you through the program?
The interval training on a Tuesday, because those we are running almost as fast as we can up a hill, and that is the time when your legs absolutely give out on you. And I'm more exhausted after the interval training than I am after the run, actually. After the run, I could do the whole thing again.
Yes.
I could just start it all over again as soon as I finish. So.
There's probably a bit more pacing involved in the runs, aren't there?
I need to learn how to slow down, I know that. I'm trying.
It's fine, you're surviving, and you're absolutely blitzing it. I mean, your average speed for most of your runs is actually a similar speed to what some of our non-stop running groups run at. So you're going to have no problem doing your 5k.
You see, again, who'd have thought it? Who would have thought it?
Anything else you'd like to discuss on the programme?
No, I think the camaraderie is something that you shouldn't underestimate as well.
Yep.
I think it's a wonderful way of meeting people. I've met lots of people, specifically my 7k girls, my sevens girls, and we are absolutely, as a tight little unit, and we support each other.
Excellent.
And we are really looking forward to all getting back together again this week. So don't underestimate how much that is really important.
No, there's been some great friendships developed through the club over the years.
I'm sure.
And the key thing is just to keep coming, and you'll get to know them forever.
Yes, never get rid of them.
Well, thank you very much for having this interview.
Pleasure.
See you tonight.
See you tonight.